Alright, so I'm especially excited for this vlog because the heat is on right now. It's going to go off any second.
The heat is on!
It's going to be crazy. But until then, I guess we'll talk about the episode. Alright, so I'm wearing a Tree Trunks button because I'm very pro Tree Trunks. I don't like this ass. It's very anti-Tree Trunks. Shame on you, because she is awesome.
Awesome if you like morons. And old people.
Yeah, I do! And
I
elephants. Tiny elephants that don't know any better. So I think she's great. But okay, so this episode, she wakes up like, it looks like she was practically beaten or something. It's just like this horrific opening. Like, there's stuff on the ground, everything. They're just like, oh, and she just passed out because all her apples are gone. So this whole episode is them trying to go around, see what happens to the apples. And it went off. And they try to look where exactly, like, they could be taken. They get involved with this whole, like, crime gangster thing that's actually apples means diamonds to them. And we find out Jake had this very interesting backstory where he was, like, this little hoodlum or something. And
remember quite a few vlogs back you were asking about Jake having a criminal past? You don't even remember that, do you?
I don't, but...
Yeah, and you said that, and I'm like, oh, and I kept my mouth shut. Now you're learning.
No, it's actually really funny. And my favorite is when he says, yeah, I used to, it's where I used to store all my stolen bikes. And you go, and there's still stolen bikes there. So,
I didn't know better.
Yeah, I do sort of like the explanation, just I didn't know better.
Yeah.
It's just, okay. So they go on this little adventure that's kind of pointless, but kind of funny, too.
Kind of like everything with Tree Trunks. Pointless.
But funny. Thank you.
No.
It's funny.
No.
And they go to, they're gonna, so these gangsters are gonna feed him to a pig that's just like a normal-sized pig that has a very normal voice. I actually really kind of like the pig.
The pig was fine. I'm really sorry. I'll make it fast. They're forcing me to do this.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of hoping he appears in other episodes, because there's something I like about, like, the normal, everyday person, sort of, like, in the weird place, but, like, they should be weird too, but they're not. And just by contrast, I think they're really funny. So I just like how matter of fact he is. Just like, no, I hear apples. Oh, like, yeah, over there. Whatever. There's something about those characters in really weird, bizarre worlds I really like. And I'm hoping he comes back, honestly, but I don't know if he will. So, okay, they got... So the apples, it turns out, are in Tree Trunk's closet. I love when she turns herself in. She's like crying, I want to report a crime, a terrible crime. And at first I think like the police are like, lady, what do you do? They're in your house nowhere. But they actually come to arrest her, which I thought was really funny. I love how she walks on all fours, yet they still put the cuffs on like her front legs or whatever. And it turns out through this really complicated setup, the crows are going magpies are stealing the apples, taking it out to a little nest on the roof, dropping it off, and it falls into the closet because these things never apparently learn that they keep falling into the closet. And I like it too.
Wow, that's not really all that complicated. You said it pretty darn fast and pretty simple.
Okay, figuring it out is really kind of, because even when Finn is like, wait a minute, the magpies, Raggedy Princess in the ditch, which is great seeing her back, by the way. The apples, no scarecrow, them being in the closet, I got it, and I was like, I still don't get it, what's this leading to? And then when you see it, it's like, oh, okay, like, I could never deduce that. Like, it's so strange. And then Tree Trunk slaps one of their butts in the end. I thought it was funny. I laugh every time I hear her voice. I love the edge. I love how she's like, she's old and senile, but she still kind of throws herself into everything in her own sort of mellow way. Like, them ruffians, I'll show you. It's like she's so into everything, but she's also so slow. I think that's what I like. I like that her delivery is so slow, the way she moves is slow, she's not very bright, but she still throws everything into it. So that's why I like Tree Trunks, and that's why I still think it's a good episode. Counterpoint.
That's why you don't see people like that on The Walking Dead, because they'd all be dead.
Well,
because they're all idiots. No, I'm sorry, someone like that who is as slow as Tree Trunks is, as we saw by her first appearance, walking around, oh, hi, big wall of flesh, I'm going to give you stickers. And think about it.
How can you not laugh just saying that line?
I didn't! But poor Finn is consistently put in peril because of her stupidity!
But she's so small and cute
and she should stay home and do nothing!
That just makes her even funnier. She's like that...
Until she dies, and then Finn is going to be all upset because he couldn't save her. Finn's going to die because of her, and she's going to be like, whatever, I don't care, I'm old and dumb.
She's kind of like Indiana Jones' father in Last Crusade. It's like he's...
Sean Connery?
Yeah, it's like, except even more useless. It's like Sean Connery at least had a backstory and wrote the diary and stuff. She has like nothing, which makes it even funnier. But she's like old and lovable, and it's like, oh...
No, not old and lovable.
Yeah, okay,
old
young
and crusty
lovable.
and probably stinky.
Probably, but I can't explain it. You're kind of right. I should hate the character, but you know, it's like that lemon grab character. Is that the name of the
lemon grab? Yes.
Yeah, it's like that character. It's like I should hate this character. Really, I should. Anyone that just constantly screams and is the party pooper, ruins everything and stuff. But there's just something about the way they do it, and I can't quite explain it. But I think it's really funny. I think lemon grab is funny too. So
well, for me, lemon grab is more kind of like the character like he just doesn't know any better. Like
I don't think she knows any better.
But
either.
she's old enough where she should know better.
No, she's old enough where she shouldn't because she's going nuts.
Exactly, and that's when you toss them in a home.
But she is in a home. You said she's in a home and she does nothing.
No, but she's she goes everywhere.
No, they come to her and they're good enough to come and visit and be nice people and
they're not
take her
nice,
on adventures.
Pie.
Okay, but you know what? It's probably good pie.
I won't argue that. Okay, I'll give you that. No, okay, one thing I want to bring up, because we're completely off subject. The episode was fine. Not a fan of Tree Trunks, but it was a fun episode. I did like the whole where they go into the bathroom, and Tree Trunks is so much of an idiot, she's eating the nasty toilet paper. And Finn's like, oh, Tree Trunks, don't eat that.
I like when you see Jake covering himself in the bathroom in some sort of brown goop. You're like, and then you see the potted plant there, and it's like, oh, okay. Because I did do a double take on that one. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. You know, the adventure could probably be a little more silly, zany, and goofy and big, but it's like, you know,
we have to focus on Tree Trunks.
You know, it's probably not bad because the last couple that we had with her were so big and so zany. It's probably nice to have one a little smaller.
Like I said, we're going back to that flat swinging.
Yeah, especially after the last episode, it makes sense. Yeah. No, I like the character. I don't feel it's gone to, like, Lumpy Space Princess territory yet, where it's like... It might, you never know. They still keep a good balance with her, just enough where I think she's likable, and I want to see what she's going to say in these certain situations, where with Lumpy Space Princess, it's kind of like, okay, I think I'm done with you.
Well, I think the big problem was with LSP is that the entire episode was her.
That's true. She didn't have anything to work off of.
This one was Tree Trunks, Finn, and Jake, and other people.
I will say this.
That's the difference.
If it was just Tree Trunks, she probably would get on my nerves.
No, I agree.
It's the interaction with the other characters.
That saves it.
Yeah, it's her putting these giant situations that are really dangerous, and her not knowing any better and going in thinking like she's got control of it, but she's... I don't know. It's funny to me. It's like Pinky and the Brain. They're these two little things. They can't do anything, but they think they can take over the world and stuff. It makes me laugh. Except she can also make pie, and I like apple pie.
No, one thing I noticed that I don't know how many people have noticed, what was in the basement when the worm brought him down to the diamonds? There's something in the basement.
What was in the basement?
The head of a Gumball Guardian.
Huh.
Remember the Gumball Guardians?
Are those the giant... Oh, wait, are those the giant things that are outside the castle or whatever? Oh, really? Huh.
In that basement is the head of a Gumball Guardian.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What's it doing there?
What is it doing there?
The other thing I noticed, too, actually, now you're mentioning background stuff, is in her closet she has, like, this pin-up guy, like, this really built guy in, like, a Speedo or something like that. I just love how, like, just kind of a horny woman she is, too, honestly. She's always like, here's my sexual wiles, and I'm sexy. Oh, aren't you unattractive? And she's so bizarre. She just cracks me up, so.
I go from trying to bring up something kind of important in the background that may, like, shed light on
I go to a small elephant being sexy. That is Adventure Time, my friend.
This has gone No, never mind. No, I'm done. I'm done.
This has gone the creeps. That's what you're gonna say, wasn't it?
No, no, no. I was gonna say it's gone from bad to worse, but that's not the next episode. That's the episode after the creeps.
Ah, so I did the segue for you, so that's good.
Well, I haven't done segues in a while.
Well, don't say that, because now the people are like trying to find them in the videos.
No, they're kind of done with that.
No, it was this, it was this. They're done with that?
I think so.
So I can stop?
Yeah, please, please, please.
Good, because it was going from bad to worse. Da-da!